Hi, so today I'm sharing with you my Traveler's Company standard size notebook that I'm utilizing as my Plein Air Watercolor little travel organizer. So I'm Tammy Inman and this is the Peach Life, and let's get started. Today I want to first share with you the setup look, and then let's deconstruct that and reset up together exactly what I did so you can better see those details in how it's set up and organized. So I want to show you right out the gate that in my setup here, you'll notice that the notebooks lay nice and flush and they're not bent. Sometimes they curve or bend around. Same thing here, a nice flush, no curving of the notebooks. And it's also a really sleek, nice look. Okay, and then just to share with you like how I accomplished that and how that works. For me, that might also be something that works for you and or inspire you to try something else. So I utilized the Traveler's Company little zip clear pouch, and this is the Blackwing standard size Traveler's Company notebook, and that comes with a sketchbook. So I'm going to first start, and I'll take out the items that I have in the back. This is one of the Traveler's Company pencil boards, and I'll share with you why I keep this in here and how I utilize it. And then these are those little cut sort of fabric pieces. People use them for washcloths and stuff. They come larger. I trim mine down. You can get them at, they really are extremely water absorbent. So I like to use those for my brushes and stuff to wipe off excess water. You can get those at gift shops and such, but Costco has a full pack of different styles, so that at an exceptional great price. So I'm going to take this clear zip pouch out and just show you that that is really what's holding most everything together. I have my dandelion, let's see, my dandelion tea here. Take a little sip. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and remove these items and share the simple, easy process for you guys. So plein air painting is like outdoor painting. It's a very cute way to say it. It's French, which is for, I think in the open air or out in the open air. And it really came about in, like, what was it? Late 1800s, became super popular in like mid to late 19th century plein air painting, like with Van Gogh and Monet and Cezanne. Is it Cezanne? Yeah. Renoir. All of them. They made it really like popular, like the cool thing during the Impressionist movement. Okay, and it's really like taken a huge, big leap more recently. All right, so there's a little backstory of plein air painting. And let me show you the setup. So this is a clear Traveler's Company pocket. I'll share with you what is inside and my setup. So it's the clear zip cover. You have a little pocket here and a pocket here. And a lot of times people tend to put this pocket at the back, and I'll share with you why it is a much better idea at the front. Let's go ahead and load up our little items. So this is a sketchbook that came with my Traveler's Company cover. And so I want to keep my sketchbook with me, and I'm going to tuck the sketchbook one here in the back because it has a pattern on the front and the back. I just kind of slowly put that in there. And then this came with the Blackwing little traveler's insert and notebook. So I thought that would be cute to add in there. And I have some of my pencils and sketching them out to see how those look and feel. Okay, and then I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put my watercolor traveler's notebook. This is that I purchased additional, and I'm going to place that in this pocket here. Since I have the front cover decorated, if I put it in the back, then I wouldn't see the front cover. It would get covered up. That's the only reason. There's no rhyme or reason really for that. And I insert the clear cover in there. You can put that in first. It doesn't have to be in like after. And then, so now I have my two notebooks in without utilizing this string for the notebooks. And when you use that string, it sort of pulls them in the middle and tightens them down in this way that will kind of bend and bow the inserts sometimes, a lot of times. So I just sort of find that I like them hooked into here. And then in the back, that's where I slid the pencil board in the back. I added that little water absorbent like sponge. I got this at one of the little pop-up Travelers Company shops. And then, I'm gonna move my tea a little here. Then you flip to the front, and I will share with you that the zip pocket does hold other of the Art Toolkit palettes. So just so you know, if you're wondering how that fits. Also the fabric Travelers Company like pockets and insert that they have fit them. Same with the little small slip pockets. It holds the mid-size palette of Art Toolkit. And then there is a small palette. And those are the 3 different sizes. Let me switch that for a second just so you can see the sizes better. And then, so this is their small, medium, and large one. And the ones that have the little Travelers Company saying and sketch on, those are available on the US Travelers Company website is where I purchased mine. And there's still some on there as of the date of this video. And then the little green was a special Christmas time one from Art Toolkit. So that one is not, you normally can't get that green. So I just want to share that right out the gate. But they have these on the Travelers Company site in the 2 sizes, the medium and the large. Excuse me. And then, so today, I just wanted to kind of show those so you had an idea of the sizing. But today, I'm going to utilize this one. It's a good little go-to. I can paint for hours and hours with it. And what I'm going to put in here. So these are 2 travel brushes. You can use any particular kind. These happen to be from Art Toolkit. The brand is Rosemary and Company. These are 2 that I really like to use. So I have those with me. So I'm going to show you just as I toss in here. I have a Blackwing pencil. It will fit a longer pencil in here. This is the one I just happen to be utilizing right now. And then I have my little palette. And then I'm going to put, this is my little spray bottle to spray and mist either my paper or my paints. And I got that from Art Toolkit, but other places have that available as well. I like the nice small size one that Art Toolkit has. And then I tuck that in here. Oh, this is my little cup that I got from Art Toolkit. I like to keep it more one down like that. I feel like it's more sturdy. And that little rubberness feel, it helps to, I feel like it helps to keep it from sliding all over. And so I fill that with my water. And this is the little eraser stuff for sketching on your, to remove from when you're sketching on your paper, on your watercolor paper. And then I have a new black wing eraser. And I just tuck that in there. And I want to show you that this also fits. So if you want to do it a different direction, this also fits going across right here. And you could still zip that up. So I just want to show you for another organizing option. And I can still put that in there, put my other things in there. So it doesn't have to just be, give that a little push over. There you go. It doesn't have to just be the exact way I'm organizing my items. You can kind of play with that. Whoops, sorry for bumping that. I just found that this works really good for me. Okay, so I'm gonna zip that in there, and then you can see it does lay pretty nice and flush. Really nice, so I like that. So it doesn't over bulk up my notebook. And then also by having this in the front, all of your supplies, even though you're going to be taking some things out, some things you may be leaving in there, maybe a brush, a pencil, the eraser, things that you're not utilizing, or you're somewhere and you have an external cup that you're using. And so when you go to paint and stuff, you don't have that bulk under you when you're on that side painting, like the little bit of bumpiness. You're over here with all your smooth items and you have an even surface, which is why I really love having this on the front. It also keeps my notebooks in the back nice and flush as well when they lay and they don't bow and bend. So I will share with you, I don't have much here in mine. I remove a lot of my pages. I know people love to keep all their stuff in here. I'll share a little look of mine. Love to keep their things in here, but I feel like I really love to remove them and put them into my other notebooks that I paint and stuff in, but we'll see how that goes. And then here at the back is the sketch one. And in a lot of my traveler's notebooks now, I found I really enjoy flipping it and utilizing it in this format. And so here is where I tested out some of my black wing pencils on this sketch paper of Traveler's Company. It's also nice if you want to paint in this direction. I feel like I would definitely paint landscape more than this. I feel like this doesn't call to me. So I would definitely probably be switching that. So let me share with you how I utilize these items. You can see here, when I fold that back here in the back, how these aren't being pulled down. They're just nicely laying on top of each other in here. So it looks like that. Okay, and then, sorry. A little tea. I will also show another little option just so you guys can see. And you could put your clip or your Traveler's Company clip or however you want there. But say you want to take a water brush along with you. And you don't really want to overly cram your bag. It's really nice that you can add one of the Traveler's Company clips on here, like the pencil clips. So this one here is like a little bit of a tight fit. This is a new one. I have an older one here, and if you run this under water and then you take the item that you want to fit and just kind of squeeze it in and let that sit overnight and dry, then you have molded it to the item you want it to fit, which is really good for the Kaweco fountain pens because they don't fit in here. But if you wet that, and sometimes you might have to do it twice for such a thicker pen, re-wet it again just so you have a better feel. But you can, just attach that on there. And then you have a watercolor brush also to take along with you. And then I just want to show you how nice and slim that is. Really lovely to have at home or for plein air painting. I really enjoy just the process of plein air painting, that's for sure, like being outdoors, the light, trying to capture that moment at that time. Okay, so I'm going to share with you one of my favorite things. This just works out so good. So I take my clip and my board and my little water absorbing sponge. And this is what I love to do for my setup. So I'll take out also my palette, and then you can see my setup that I would do. So I would take this, and so since water can't, let me pull that down. Water doesn't go through that. I can put my water absorbing sponge here and open up my palette, and I just kind of set that up here, and I take my clip and I clip that at the top, and then I have, let's see, back that up a little tiny bit for you guys. Okay, then I have my watercolors, what's going on, guys? Hi, everything okay? I got Thomas in here. I have him with some little toys trying to entertain him so he doesn't come into the camera. Okay, and so, all right, Thomas is my orange cat. All right, so this is like a wonderful little setup for it. And then you can dip into your water and go to your brushes, wipe off as you need, and go ahead and paint. And then it's just all sort of right there, and you don't have to worry about the water going through the other thing. You can be hands-free like this, or if you're out sitting on a little bench, it really works out quite nice, because then you have that one hand and everything is in one spot, and you're able to utilize your Traveler's Company notebook fully as a plein air little outdoor travel organizer. It's really lovely, and you could do the same if you have the large or the small one and such. You can do that. And so I just want to show you, if you don't want to paint in landscape, you can also just do this and connect it at the top. And especially when this is slightly wet, it will really give a little more stick under there, but you can see, and you could just work along and enjoy and create. And so again, when that's a little wet, let's see, I have a Traveler's Company one right here, so I can show you in case. I know a lot of people really love to use their Traveler's Company items. And then I'm going to just tuck that up in there a little more so it stays real secure. There we go. There. You can also bring another little clip along if you want to hold your paper better. But I'm telling you, this is an amazing little process. And you don't have to just use this with Traveler's Company. Say you have a smaller board that's the Hobonichi pencil board, the A6. You can utilize that in a smaller setup. You have lots of options and things to play with. So this is if you're utilizing your Traveler's Company one, and a really great way to have additional notebooks in without having that squish to them, where they lay nice and comfortably. I don't utilize it in the elastic. The elastic pulls the notebook in more and kind of pulls at it. So for this particular circumstance, I don't like to utilize the elastic. And then, so I'm going to pop this here in the back. I'll show you one more thing that I carry in mine that probably wouldn't be something that you carried, but possibly. And so I want to give you that option as well. Oh, here it is. It was flipped upside down, so I didn't really notice its cute color. Okay. And this also will fit the smaller watercolor brushes. They get a little chunkier, but like I said, I just wet and soak mine overnight or so with the item that I want to fit in there. Okay, so you have the smaller elastic back here that most people don't utilize. And so I wanted to take my Van Gogh watercolor test sheet with me. I've been trying to like really take the different colors and mix them more and make my colors, and also to kind of have marked what I have as tubes and palettes and such. Oh, speaking of tubes was the whole reason why plein air painting became so popular back in the mid to late 19th century, is because oil paint tubes, that's when those came about. And so more people began to go outdoors to paint. And that's why like Van Gogh, Monet, and all that stuff really have a lot of that impressionist painting outdoors in a plein air setting. Okay, so I put a little washi tape here to strengthen that area. And then also I want to show you, because that elastic here, you know, it doesn't go all the way to the ends like the other one does. I have trimmed off my corners. So I trimmed my corners to where the washi tape, sorry, not the washi tape, the elastic is, so that my elastic will sit right in those corners and not dig into my watercolor test sheet here. So I'm just going to kind of take that other little elastic, because I want to travel with this with me. So you could see that that really just sat right in that corner. And now it won't be pulling and ripping at my booklet. Okay, and then I folded it into threes, right where it comes together at the paint. It originally folded in, I think originally it was just a sheet. Yeah, and then I folded it so that it would fit in my traveler's notebook. That just goes in there really nicely. It's so compact. I'm going to take, oh, wow, there almost went, I think, a little tea. Okay, I want to really be able to show you how flush this is and nice. That's my little, see how they don't hang over? Same here, it's really nice, just like a little, maybe a hint of that zipper cover, maybe a hint, but here it's just beautiful. It's all even, really nice. You can see this side with the items and it's just a little bit thicker. They all lay on top, so none of my books are getting the pressure of them underneath and starting to bend or bow or anything. I really love this, and I'm looking forward to utilizing this more. I'm going to put this one in here. Okay. And then you don't have to have a sketchbook with you also. You can just have the one, and I'll show you that thickness really quick with just one insert. I just thought it'd be nice to keep my other insert to kind of, when I'm working with eyes or doing cats, I thought maybe I could do a quick little practice on there and go back to my page and and I kind of work out that eye, like where am I messing up, and kind of practice. So I thought even sketching it or painting a little on that sketch paper as a practice would be really great. Okay, so with one, you have that as well. I mean, it does make it thinner, but it's not drastic. It's nice, but probably as your booklet fills up and you paint more, you know, it will become fuller. So there's my look at how I have my Traveler's Company set up for plein air watercolor painting and sketching. And so I hope this inspires and gives you an idea. If you like this video, I'd appreciate if you guys liked. And I have lots more watercolor and Traveler's Company videos coming up. I have a really good one of another way that I use my Traveler's Company notebook that has just been so wonderful, since I don't really use the standard inserts hardly ever for like writing or journaling and such anymore. I feel like they're so thin, and they're made to be that way because you utilize them in a traveler's notebook, so you have different ones for different things. But I feel like so many times once I really get into mine and cozy and comfy and utilizing it, I'm already onto a new one. And I find like I'll slow down in the journals to not be done with it. So I have a little workaround I did for that. And also another really great way on how I'm using one of my standard covers in upcoming videos. So stick with me, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Thanks so much.